of battle, sing to the clashing of steel, till all the mountains lie broken and bleeding from wounds that no magic can heal. Go, my child, to Skyrim. Well, Anum-La, I expect we're going to have a busy time ahead of us for a while. So, first things first. I made a promise to you, and I intend to keep it. So we're going to go and meet that friend of yours before we head back to Delphine and hear what she has to say. And I think we probably want to stop off in Dawnstar on the way. For one, because we have a delivery to make, and also because it might be a good idea to change out of this Stormcloak armor before we head into Imperial territory. That reminds me, though, I think we're also very close to a cave where we were supposed to get something for somebody in Dawnstar. What was it? A ring, I think. For the alchemist there? Perhaps, before we hit the road, we should check that out. I don't fancy the idea of spending too long in some cave, but the way she described it, I don't think it would take too long to at least look around. So let's take a look and see if we can make this quick. I think it should be down here. There's more bits of the ruins. I hope we're not in for more Draugr, though. I've had enough Draugr for a lifetime.
Move up ahead. Tread carefully.
What is that? It went invisible. Is that a Spriggan? I've heard stories about them, but I wasn't sure if they were real because I hadn't seen any here in Skyrim. Well, I suppose I've seen a lot of things in Skyrim that I didn't really think were true. Nothing here is just a story. I think we'd better be careful going in. We might want to sneak in case there are more of them. And it might be a good idea to have the crossbow ready. What was that? Sounds like a bear. And it is not happy. A wolf? Huh. And there's our bear. All right. It's coming. Okay. Well, that was easy enough. Oh, it's not too big of a cave, at least. What? Oh, it's another one. Oh, that one's a lot tougher. Well, that stung a bit. Literally. Could use a bit of healing here. I wonder how many of these things are in Skyrim. Any more? I'm gonna light my lamp. More of this old Nordic architecture. I guess this must have been part of the Corvindund ruin once upon a time, but it got blocked off here. Do you see a ring anywhere? Huh. I'll have to give this a read later. Well, there's some sort of something in here anyway. Some sort of something. That's very specific. Huh. Some valuable somethings. And not so valuable. A few rings. I wonder if one of them is the one that alchemist was looking for. Let's see. Yes, I think this is what she described. Well, I'll show her all three, and hopefully she can tell me which one is the one that she was looking for. It seems to be important to her, so I imagine she'll recognize it right away. If not, then I can always just give her all three. Alright. I should put out the lantern. You ready to go? It's up to Dawnstar first. I remember this place. The last time I came through here, I cleared this fortress of bandits. And it looks like somebody has moved back in the meantime. Alright, be ready for a fight. We don't know who's going to be up here. That Stormcloak uniform right there. Stormcloak armor, that is. Hello, friends. Just passing through on business for the Jarl. Glad to see they're keeping this road safe now. Hopefully that means we'll have a bit of an easier time on the way to Dawnstar. Just about there. I see the Khajiit caravan is in town. I would stop to trade with them, but I'm not sure I want to spare the time.
Tools, wares, and weapons, all for sale at fair prices.
Alright. First things first, let's go find the alchemist.
Pirates, surly miners. What's not to like about Dawnstar?
You heard about the nightmares then? They've cleared up, though. Not that I had anything to do with that. Good day. Actually, before anything else, let's stop inside the inn. So... Dear God, please don't let her sing. Debella. Oh, thank you. Looks like a Warriors Festival is coming up. Maybe I'll celebrate it, if I have time. Ah, good day.
I'm sorry. My mind was just somewhere else. Do you need a room? Drink?
Well, in fact, I need both, though the drink that I'd like is just water, please. If you could fill up these water skins for me. Now, in addition to that, I was hoping that I could rent a room, though not for the full evening. I just need a place where I can have a little bit of privacy to rest and change for a bit. I'm quite willing to pay a full night's rent, though.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Thank you.
I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
And he shows me to a room with no door.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
No, I think that'll probably be it. Alright, Garm. You be a good boy. And just watch the door while I'm changing, please. Right, nobody's gonna come in through there with him in the way, I can guarantee that. Okay. So, back into the Bosmer armor. That was everything. Now, the strap on this pouch keeps coming loose. I've almost dropped it several times. I'm gonna have to see if I can repair that. Alright. That should do the trick. No one looking at me is going to assume that I'm a Stormcloak dressed in this. Alright, Garm. Time for you to get out of the way. Garm. Good boy. Ready, Anum-La? Oh, lovely. The lizard is going to be great for traveling. And let's go find that alchemist anyway. If I remember correctly from the last time I was here, she's somewhere down by the water. Let's see. Ah, good day. Somewhere... Aha! Here she is. Ah, hello. Good afternoon. I don't suppose you remember me, do you?
The mortar and pestle has cures for every illness, from ataxia to whitbane.
Well, I'll remember that the next time that I have an illness. But for now, I actually came back because I have a ring that belongs to you. Do you recognize this?
Thank you. Here, let an old alchemist pass on some of her secrets to you.
Ah, thank you. Anything that can give me stronger healing potions would be much appreciated.
Let me know if you come down with the rattles.
You'll be the first to know. Well, not really, but... next time I come down with rattles, I'll probably be somewhere far away from Dawnstar. Now, let's see if that's still the same ship that was in harbor last time. I'd like to drop off this, what was it, void salts that the captain wanted? But I hope I'm not going to have to go track down where his next harbor is, if this is a different ship. Excuse me?
They're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something.
Uh-huh.
Old fort near Riften. Might
I'd
consider joining up
recognize
myself.
that helmet anywhere. And now I understand that it's Bosmer. Good day.
Everyone thinks I'm too young to be a ship's captain. I'm going to prove them wrong.
Well, I have those fine-cut void salts that you were looking for before.
That's the first bit of good news I've had since I set sail a year ago. Here's your cut.
Thank you. Alright, well, good luck to you on your journeys. He's gonna need it with the crew he has. Alright, that's all done. And I don't think there's anything else that I needed to do in Dawnstar. So, let's head back on the road. If you can stand this weather. I have the feeling this is going to be a fun little ride. I can't even see where the road is. The road turns south from here, but the most direct course would be to cut straight across the land to reach that camp in the marsh. We just have to go due west. Then again, it's going to be a bit hard to navigate in all this snow. The safest course would be to head to Morthal, stay there for the night, and make our way to the camp in the morning, but that would cost us a lot of time. I'm thinking we should risk the overland route. Well, overland and marsh. But before we go, we'd better have a bite to eat in the saddle. Oh, the innkeeper only filled up one of my water skins. Oh, that's alright. It should be enough to go on for a while before we have to really refill. Alright. I'm already having a wonderful time navigating. Should be this way. It's very difficult to see where I'm going, though. Huh. That's a bandit. I thought I saw a bandit anyway. Ah! Oh! I knew I saw you. Come on. Oh, okay. I had some terrible timing there trying to block those blows. I really need to pay more attention. I can't just rely on the fact that this sword is special to keep me safe. I think it might be the only one here. Wait. That's a nice bit of jewelry. Let's take a closer look, though, just in case. Doesn't look like there are any others. Not a particularly successful bandit, was he? Why are you still on the horse? And where is my horse? Bera! Bera? There you are, girl. You alright? Alright. Let me just get my bearings again. I think we're still headed in the right direction. Hopefully we can get out of the snow soon. Well, the snow subsided at least. Now, I think we need to keep heading that way. Let's try to avoid any swimming if we can. A little bit of wading is okay, but the less we can be in the water, the better. Looks like somebody lives out here. Right. I think we chose the wrong way to go around. Maybe... No, maybe this is alright. The sun is starting to set, but we're still making good time. Here, let's cut across here. Then we can circle around. Anum-La? Where did she go? Oh, there she is. Whoa! What was that? Is that a spider? No. Ew. What is this thing? And where is Anum-La? I thought I saw her catching up. Oh, she's trying to find her way around. Come on, Anum-La, it's not that bad. Well, she'll catch up. We can scout ahead a little bit. I think that must be the ruins. A courier. Strange. Oh, there you are, Anum-La. We're just about here. Hold on. Let's leave the horses here. Or... yeah, there's the camp. Let's leave the horses here. And we'll go up the rest of the way on foot. Alright. Who are we gonna find up here?
So, the Swamp Knight lives. Thank Arcade.
Bodan, what are you doing here?
Bodan.
Looking for you and Elia. I searched east and west, high and low. The sands
From her
of
old
time
company.
flowed for many months, but I managed to find you both.
I haven't seen Elia since we parted in Bravo. How is she?
I'm sorry, old friend. She's dead.
No.
What?
How?
I don't know. She was found dead in her room at the Oaken Crozier in Carroll. It's not the sort of establishment where an assassin can slip in unnoticed.
With Elia, he wouldn't have to. Not if he was handsome enough.
True, but there's a reason I sought her. The same reason I'm here with you now. Elia isn't the only one. It started with Ula Wei. At the time, I was disheartened, yet I was far from surprised. The Shadow Scale builds a ledger of enemies that runs longer than a Leviathan's tail. However, while mourning one friend, there came news of two more. Arnwolf and Moontail had perished as well.
Gods.
By the hist. What about the others? Ptolemy? Indril?
They're fine, as far as I know. The first thing I did was seek Dalume's counsel. He was surprised to see me, but gracious, as always. When I told him of what happened, he asked that I warn you and Elia, whereas he would stay and search for Indril. Although, to be honest, the Bosmer did not concern me as much as you two. You know as well as I do that no one will ever find her, so long as she doesn't want to be found.
Arnwolf. Moontail. Elia. Why?
A question without an answer, or perhaps far too many. When we were a company, there were no shortage of people who wanted us dead. Together, we could always fend them off. Apart, we are at their mercy.
When we band together one last time, we take the fight to anyone and everyone who dares kill one of our own.
I'm with you,
My
Anum-La.
friend, I see time hasn't frayed your passion. The problem is our enemy has not a face.
Forgive me, Bodan. All those years, all those lessons. And sometimes I wonder if I've learned anything at all.
You were always his favorite, and in this case you aren't in the wrong. Aggression may be what is needed. However, our best weapon at this point is our wits, not our blades. I've done some research on our past jobs, and it appears there is one unscrupulous lord we managed to thwart far more often than the others. A baron, in fact, by the name of Gabania. As it so happens, it seems one of his agents is in Falkreath, attempting to secure a fur deal with the local hunters. I have other leads as well, which I myself will attend to. If you can vet this one, perhaps we can narrow down our suspects.
All right, I'll find out what I can.
Be safe, old friend.
I know this isn't your fight, Traveler, but whoever killed the others must be one damn good fighter. And I'd feel better if you were by my side.
Anum-La, you don't even have to ask. Your fight is my fight. We do this together.
You're a true friend. Even better, you're a strong one. This Baron has no idea who he's messing with.
Are you going to be all right, Anum-La?
No, I don't think I'm gonna be all right. Not for a while. I'm gonna be confused, frustrated, and angry. Still, I appreciate the concern, Traveler. At times like this, I'm reminded what it is I value most, and why I have to see this through.
It's a shame that your company couldn't reunite under better circumstances.
Truth be told, it was always going to be in death. Maybe that's what the mourner's clothes were for. So when I saw them next, at least I'd be properly attired. I never thought I would be mourning them in this way.
Well, we should probably stay the night here and head out in the morning. Falkreath isn't so far away from Riverwood. But is it wise to leave Bodan alone? Is he going to be safe?
It's not. And I don't mean from assassins, but from himself. Bodan never really got over his wife's death. I don't know if I told you this, but every day he was with us was a fight to keep him alive. Tell him A used vengeance to motivate him. Looking into his eyes, I wonder if that's all but settled. But honor is a funny thing. Sometimes it trumps even love. We may not be a company, but he'd never abandon us now. If he thinks this is the best way to go about it, then I trust him.
All right. And if you trust him, I'll trust him too.
I'm right behind you.
Well, we'll stay here for the night.
Arnwolf couldn't be bested by strength. Anum-La couldn't be killed by stealth. This assassin is dangerous, companion. Be on your guard.
You be on your guard as well. And of course, we'll watch each other's backs. If you would excuse me, I think I'd like some time apart to pray. I pray late into the evening, as Anum-La sits and talks with her old friend, catching up on times long past. I pray to our Kay, for the Stormcloak soldiers who fell in battle this day, for the Imperial Legion soldiers who I slew with my own hands, and for Anum-La's friends. I wonder if I should pray as well for my mother, for Brother Roland. But I must keep hoping that our Kay is not the one who those prayers should be delivered to.